let me do this the right way. First of all, this is Adrienne, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside.com. And I am coming to you with the horoscope reading for the month of January 2020 for the sign of Aries. Hello, Aries. Happy, well, gosh, it's going to be a new year. So Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year's Eve to you, or Christmas Eve to you. Okay, so Aries, when I look at what I wrote down, I see career. There is so much emphasis that's going to be in the area of your career. Um, it's if you're strategic, wow, your career could really take off. In 2 days, on the 26th of December, we're going to have a new moon in Capricorn. And we're also going to have a solar eclipse in Capricorn. It happens at 4 degrees of Capricorn. But here's the thing, Jupiter is there. And that's amazing. We've got Mercury there. And overall in Capricorn, um, there's Saturn and Pluto are also there. Anyway, it's a packed house. Your 10th house is a packed house. Packed. And so Aries, anything is possible in the area of career for you right now. Anything. Like you could take your career to the stratosphere. In fact, it might not even be your career. It could just be your reputation, your image, your self-esteem. Just like feeling like you reached the pinnacle of whatever it is that you secretly aspire to most of your life. So think about it. Like I'm going to say this. I know an Aries, and I won't say his name, but he's one of the people who is a member at one of my groups. And when I first came upon this young man, he was really just shooting out his arrows for love, just ping, ping all over the place because he was ready for love. Now he's got a grand cross in his chart, and he had been with an Aries and it didn't work out. The next thing I knew, he was with another Aries, and they're 2 months in. And I remember one of the first things this boy said to me when he called me was, this is it. I can't do it anymore. I've got to have love. Like for him, I believe the pinnacle was love. And he has Aries on the 7th house, and he is an Aries. So the pinnacle for him was the partnership. And I think he found it. Got my fingers crossed. But that's a beautiful thing. And I think Aries, whatever you consider to be your pinnacle, like think about where your sun is in your actual chart. So if you're an Aries, say, with your sun in the 10th house, oh, well, gosh. Oh, my gosh. I mean, if you don't know, reach out to me. I'll do a reading with you. But my goodness, Aries, if you have your sun in the 10th house, oh, my gosh, what a time it is for you. But any of the houses, I think Aries is going to be affected. It's time to reach your pinnacle. Saturn's there. It's telling you to reach for your pinnacle, whatever that pinnacle is. So I'm thinking it for most, you're going to have this career explosion, image explosion, career explosion, ambition explosion. However you want to look at it, but it's happening. And, it's meant to. I mean, the sun is there in Capricorn, for goodness sake. So, yeah, wow. And I would say, too, like, you might feel that your ambitions are greater. Like, this might just be a period of time where you're just putting in the work, but it's not even hard work because this is not 6th house. This is 10th house. This is like the status of achieving what you're achieving. It's a beautiful thing, you guys. I'm telling you. Now, on the I guess as of the 20th, Venus actually has gone into Aquarius. And I think that's actually very good for Aries too, because Venus in Aquarius, well, first of all, it's sextile Aries. That's number one. But the other thing is that it's in the 11th house for Aries overall. And the 11th house is the house of hopes and dreams and wishes. There we go with the wishes again. I'm telling you, if you put forth your desires, for whatever it is you want to achieve right now, I'm telling you, you're going to get it. You just have to put in your mind what it is you want to achieve. If it's love, so be it. If it's career, you got that. If it's education, all right. If it's partnership, all right, there to go. If it's money, the money's coming. If it's, home, I see new furniture. I mean, why don't you put it wherever? Aries, you're on the rise. It's like it's almost like, you ever see like those show lights when there's a big event coming, and they have these big like skylights that go across the sky. You like in Hollywood, you always think about the Hollywood side, and the lights are going back and forth. It's like upcoming, showing, coming soon, appearing now, and the lights are so bright they're shining into the sky. That's you, Aries. So bright, I gotta wear shades. Gotta wear shades. My goodness. So you know what? I wanted to go over, because there's a lot of planetary changes. Hold on, let me make sure I go over. I want to make sure I hit all the planetary changes before I let you guys go. Hold on 1 second. Like I said, I could have been way more organized than I am, but as you can see, the organization, and I am a Capricorn. That means I am supposed to be organized. And I'm so upset about it because my organizational skills are questionable at best. Oh wait, is this it? Oh, this is it. I looked right at it. I thought it was November's. Sorry, guys. Okay, so looking at all the planetary changes here, we mentioned the solar eclipse. Mercury entered Capricorn on the 28th. As I mentioned, all that stuff is going to be happening at 4 degrees of Capricorn. It's amazing. On the 3rd, Mars goes into Sag, 9th house for you guys. That's education. You know, in Mars, though, in Sag in the 9th house. Okay, so there's going to be an emphasis for Aries, I believe, in the area of education. It might come forward in religion. It might manifest in travel. It it could manifest in legal things like law, court dates. I don't, I hope you don't have any increased issues with the law. You know, it could be politics. It's a lot of politics stuff is going on. I would caution Aries not to get so caught up in that, like all that politics stuff with Mars there. It's Sag. I mean, because in America anyway, and I think probably in England too, but there's such a weird cross section when it comes to politics here. Like there are some people who are down with the politics, and there are some people who are distinctly not down with it. So please try not to pull out politics, religion, or anything like that at a conversation, because it's just not going to vibe the right way. Oof, goodness. So thank goodness Mercury does go into Capricorn on the 28th. And that hopefully that's going to take some of that emphasis off of Sag, even though Mars will be there. There's going to be a full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer on the 10th of January. Now, the 10th of January is a really big day. I mean, not only is Cancer on your 4th house cusp, that's your home, that's your family, it's your home life, that's your security, that's your comfort. But, you know, it's a lunar eclipse, so this might be an issue that day. Or you might really just be like, that's it. I'm staying home. I'm not going out. I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling at home watching Netflix. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And Uranus goes direct that same day. And Uranus is in your second house of money and what you have to give. And I just think a lot of Aries might decide that's the day they're just going to sit home and just chill it out until it's all over. That's the 10th, by the way, January. If you're feeling that way, then do it. I would not say, oh yeah, you got to do what you got to do that day. No, I don't think so. Saturn is Pluto on the 12th of January at 22 degrees of Pluto. That's major. That is back into that career sector again. I'm telling you, your career is on the pinnacle. You're at the pinnacle of something. Everybody can see it. It ain't hidden. Saturn and Pluto are all conjunct there. Everybody can see whatever you're doing, Aries. And it's big. It's Pluto. Big. Jupiter's there. Huge. What are y'all up to, Aries? I want a piece of it. I'm always trying to get in the middle of stuff. You guys have something big come. I'm telling you. It's big. Now, Venus, I think I mentioned, enters Pisces on the 13th. You know that Venus went fast. On the 20th, it's in Aquarius, and by the 13th, it's in Pisces. It's like, Venus is moving quickly. Now, Pisces for you is the 12th house. 12th house. And I will carry this warning because Neptune is there in the house of Pisces. At home in your 12th house. And now Venus is going to join him. And I'm just seeing partying. Again, I'm thinking Netflix, but no, it's deeper than that. I think when you got Venus and Neptune in the 12th house, you might be looking at things like, excessive partying and drinking and drugs and just probably just spacing out. It's a lot of spacing out. Just relaxing and just going into your own head a lot, just maybe even to the point where you forget your appointments, you forget all the stuff you got to do because you're Neptuning out. Venus is what, the higher octave of Neptune, or Neptune is a higher octave of Venus. Anyway, they're going to be together in the 12th house, just chilling, doing self-undoing things. I'm just, one thing I want to warn Aries about with Venus in the 12th house with Neptune is affairs. No, no, no. No, no. Just because Venus is going through the 12th house doesn't mean you go and ruin everything with an affair. And Neptune is there. You know it ain't right. It's all illusion. Be careful of that. Okay, so Mercury enters Aquarius. I think I mentioned that on the 16th, didn't I? No, I don't think I have yet. So that's going to put more emphasis in that 11th house of friends. You know, I always like spending time on the 11th house because to me, it's like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. So I do spend a lot of time on the 11th house. But Mercury's going to be there. And I think you're going to be thinking about that kind of stuff. Also groups, associations, clubs, organizations, friends. So with your mind there, and the sun's going to be going into Aquarius on the 20th. And then there's going to be a new moon in Aquarius at 4 degrees. That's the moon conjunct the sun on the 24th of January. There's a lot going on. So it's all up between the 10th and 11th house. I swear, I'm sure. I hope I didn't do you already, Aries. For some reason, I feel like I've already said this to someone. Maybe it was because I did someone's chart and they had this set up. But yeah, we're dealing with 10th house, 11th house. That is my career, and that's my hopes and dreams and wishes. It's the combination of them that makes it great. So you're like on a trek to something great, okay? Until March, really, or the end of February, until it gets into the 12th house. Just realize this is the pinnacle of the year. Like, it's not going to be this good, this high until next year. Get it? You know, and it's never going to be like this again, by the way. You're never going to get Saturn conjunct Pluto. You know, the last time that happened, Saturn conjunct Pluto and Jupiter involved was something like the 1400s. The 1400s. So understand what's going down in your career. This is it. If you have a dream for your career, Aries, and you've been putting it on the back burner thinking, no, I don't think this is going to work, or I'm not really sure this is a great idea. I don't know if anyone's going to stop. This is it. If you got the dream, you make it real now. Don't wait on that dream. It ain't coming back. It's not coming back. And Jupiter only hits Capricorn every 12 years. Saturn only hits Capricorn every 28 years. And Pluto only hits it every 248 freaking years. Do you hear what the rock is cooking here? What Capricorn is spouting? Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? Hear me, Aries. This is it. I don't care if you're young, old, in the middle. If you got a career desire, this is the time to get it. That darn sun is making my little green screen go crazy. Do you see that? I better hurry up and get off of this and get to Taurus. You guys, I'm working on limited vision and sunlight because of the time of the day. So sorry. Anyway, Aries, I've preached to you enough. If you don't get it by now, you ain't going to get it. If you don't know me now, you ain't never going to know me, are you? Because this is it. Okay? All right. I don't want to, because I'll preach. Don't have me preach. I see stuff. It is so pretty. It really is. It's beautiful. The only thing too, you know, with that Chiron that's going between your first and your 12th house right now, is there might be some self-doubts. Let them go. You're healing, okay? Let go of self-doubt now, Aries. Because you're the warrior, right? You're the pioneer. Whatever it is in your heart you want to do, you do it. And I think it's going to be unique. It's going to be different. And you're going to start something altogether new because you thought of it. You thought of it first. You created it first in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. And now it's time to make it real. And it's time to reach your pinnacle. And it's time to grab for your ring of success because it's yours to grab. So you take it, right? And you run with it. All right, Aries, I'm watching you and I believe in you. You got this. All right. Merry Christmas to you, Aries. Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas Eve is Christmas Eve. Happy New Year's. Happy 2020. It's going to be a kick-ass year. All right. Much love to you guys. And let all those squares and actions to Aries just jumpstart you to, you know, you're the fire sign. Take charge and make it real. Believe in you. Blessings, Aries. Bye now.